So anyway, the children are working or married out and they're staying alone. What can we do to save themselves?
So the most important thing is to have something set up for you to be able to prepare for such an eventuality. So if you have understood. Yeah. So I'm going to try and start from a spectrum of how we can try and solve this problem. First of all, there needs to be a setup in place. So if you're living in a flat and you're old, let's say an HDB flat, and you have your neighbors nearby, you need to let them know that if you have an issue, they have to come by and check it. I mean, first of all, this kind of community kind of setup is important. If you have a heart attack, there are some signs, chest pain, breathlessness. Sometimes you have a little bit of time. The problem is when you have no time, right? When you have a sudden arrest. If you've got a sudden arrest and you collapse, there's no way you can save yourself. But your partner who is there with you can learn how to do something called CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. So that's what we've been telling you. We've been putting it out in the community. Things have changed from 20 years ago to now. Now you've got AEDs in void decks, you've got AEDs in special centers. Some people even buy and put them at home. You can go for first aid courses that are online. The National Resuscitation Council has got areas where you can attend. Let's say one of you has got a heart problem. The other one also maybe has a heart problem. Both of you can go and learn how to do CPR to save yourselves. Because what happens is if you have a cardiac arrest, that means the heart is stopped. That's what happened to Zola Kasi, okay? At that time, we had a problem because the ambulances weren't set up. They used to do a scoop and run. They scoop, bring them in to the government hospital, and they try and do CPR on the way. Now, they have these in the football stadiums. The same way you have these in a lot of the void decks, etc., in the HDB areas, some of the condos, But if you don't, then what you do is you can decide to go for a course, you can decide to buy, you can leave that in your own home, you can learn how to resuscitate, you can have an emergency dial number where you can dial your relatives as a 999 or an emergency thing to come back and help you. But most of all, there's something very important here in Singapore. Everywhere in Singapore, you have almost direct access to get 999, get an ambulance in and bring you into a hospital within minutes of a cardiac arrest. So you need to have a setup where you can do that, and someone can call the ambulance in to your house to bring you out. And the best way, of course, is to appraise your neighbors. Now you live on your own, okay, maybe you've got children who live somewhere else. They need to have a setup and a direct line for them. That's what I think is the best way of doing it. Can you stop yourself from getting a heart attack? You can. You can lie down, make sure you're not standing, you don't fall. Take deep breaths in and out to get oxygen in while somebody calls for help. That's the most you can do. There are videos being circulated where they tell you can tap on your head and you can tap on your ear and cough. That can last and help you for about 30 seconds maybe at the most. Because what you do when you cough very loud, and that video that's been circulated, all you're doing is you're allowing more and more air to go in, but it doesn't help your heart pump. If you're having an abnormal heart rhythm and you've got an arrhythmia, 1 in 100 chance that cough can reset. 99% it will not help, unfortunately.
But the track is come out and it's okay.
I know. I understand. Yeah. But there's nothing major that you can do. I know. But it's best to have all these set up so you can adjust for the things that you can change.